Hi there and welcome back. Dan again from CleanGuru, and today I just wanted to talk to you about an idea that came from some research back in 1984 called the broken windows research. It turned eventually into what was called the broken window theory. The idea was this, that let's say for example you had a house and there was a broken window. If no one fixed it, you might find pretty soon there's another broken window. And then if you didn't fix that, then more crime, and maybe even worse crime, not only affecting that house, maybe even then at that point, the neighborhood. It was that kind of an idea. So the importance of maybe fixing the small problem so it doesn't lead to other problems. Well, the same thing was done in schools too. Some charter schools did things like this. They might, for example, really try, they call it, for example, not the broken windows theory necessarily, they may call it sweating the small stuff, so paying attention to the small stuff. So when it came to things like attendance or walking between classes, they may not allow talking as kids move from one classroom to another. All those kinds of small rules about respect and so on, they really try to enforce to help make it a better learning environment and to help to avoid bigger and worse problems. Now, what in the world does that have to do with our cleaning companies? Well, I think it could be a lot. Let's just take two examples. Let's talk about HR. Let's say, for example, if we took the time to really try in a fair way to enforce the small rules. So when it comes to being respectful, appearance, attendance, tardiness, a lot of the basic small rules of HR, if we really pay particular attention, well, that not only takes care of those problems or helps, it could avoid more frequent problems or even worse HR problems. Even, for example, if we do run into another bigger HR problem, if we have a way of dealing with them that's very respectful and follows a procedure, we probably even have a better chance of dealing with it in the right way. So that's HR. What about, let's say, actual operations? Let's talk about a tile job, so maybe a stripping and refinishing job. If we have small rules for what equipment you take, how we maintain the equipment, the appearance of the equipment and how we have to maintain the appearance, how we load the truck when we're going to do our tile job, how we make sure we always mark the chemicals, how we put away things that are, as we get there, move furniture around, get rid of the trash, make sure we put things back. If we have lots of rules that help on small things, the question, I guess, is this: how do we think the actual job will be done when it's done? What would be the appearance of the final tile job? My guess is pretty darn good, right? Because if we're paying attention to the details, well, the big things kind of take care of themselves because there is that attention to detail. So it gives us a better chance of having a good tile job. Not only that, we may not even have other problems such as safety problems or accidents as much, because if we're putting things away, putting things back because of small rules, it helps to avoid maybe bigger problems. So this idea of either the broken windows theory or sweating the small stuff may have application in our cleaning businesses. I hope it helps you. Hope you have a great week. Until next time, remember that you can do this. You really can.